Now we're going to look at fretting and the 4 reasons it ever goes wrong. Just to make sure we're clear, the frets are these metal lines that run across the guitar, and their job is to define the pitch of the string when the string is held against the fret. It basically does the job that the nut does, defining the length of the string and therefore the pitch. The shorter the string, the higher the pitch. The longer the string, the lower the pitch. So we have to make sure when we fret a note that we're doing a job as good as the nut does. And the best way to do this is to use the tip of the finger, and then you tuck your finger just in behind the fret. And if you've done it correctly, it should sound just as strong as the open string itself. So once more, the very tip of the finger, just tucked in just behind the fret. And there we are. Now, there are only 4 reasons why this ever goes wrong. So we're going to cover them now. The first one, not using enough pressure. If I start out with sufficient pressure and then as I play I'm going to start to ease that pressure off, you'll hear the sound change pretty rapidly. So there we are. First we got a little bit of buzzing and then it was muted. Basically now, because I'm not pressing down hard enough, all I'm doing is I'm preventing the string from vibrating and I'm not trapping it against the fret. So we end up with that rather sorry sound. The next one is being on top of the fret. As I said before, the best place is just behind, but if you do go right on top of the metalwork, again, all you're doing is you're muting the string. You're not trapping it against the fret. So just back it up a little bit, and there it goes. Number 3, being too far away from the fret. Let's say I should be here, but as I move my finger back to here and play it, again, buzzing, funking sounds. The reason for this is that the string is no longer trapped against the fret. In fact, it's loose at the fret, so it's banging against it, hence that sound. And finally, if you have one finger in front of another, for example, I'm going to play a D major chord over here. Now, as you can see, this finger is a fret further along than this finger. Now, provided I stand this finger up, this one should sound fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pluck the string that this finger is holding, but I'm gently going to lean this finger that way, and the back of my finger will obscure this string and prevent this from being heard. There you are. I'll just do that again. Now you can see there I didn't have to roll this finger very far in that direction before the back of my finger was obscuring this string. So if you're getting that sound, and that's quite common on this chord, stand it back up and there we go, nice and clear. And finally, if you do have any sound problems, always check your fretting hand. Don't just keep hitting the strings and don't hit them harder, because all you do is make the problem louder.